Hello, my people.
Wow.
Please love, share, comment
Hello,
in this
hello,
video you're
hello.
about to watch right now. This is the
Guys,
man that you're
hello. Good
seeing talking
morning.
about.
Good
This
morning,
one is
everybody.
Nancy
Today
Umeh husband.
it's Friday,
Nancy
10 a.m.
Obidi
and
and after marriage,
we've been
Nancy
at
Umeh.
Korra's place.
This one are
We
the
came here in the
in-law of
morning,
Korra,
around
Obidi, a popular
8
dancer and
o'clock,
singer,
and
When they
we decided to welcome
when they twerk for Facebook, when they
welcome John.
we talk many things for
So
this video.
today
He say education
I just
good,
said,
humanity
I
good
don't
to
the yellow.
give. He say,
I'm
he talk
getting
many
fairer
things
now.
when I learn for this
Look at the
video, man.
weather,
This guy
it's so
mature.
good.
And the
It's so
first one I don't
cool.
come across a
Like the
video,
past
don't come
2
out for
days, it's been
life can
drizzling,
talk,
raining.
And
Then
look at my best
today,
way they shall not fit
look,
talk.
can you check the weather? It's sunny but cold.
What I really like my
This
education
weather is
pattern
so good, man.
He said, go person
Like,
go school.
look at that
When you
place.
go school at least.
It's so sunny and so
go
nice.
get first
And
degree before person go enter business. Before person go say
I just
do
told my
anything.
wife, we like say we just pack our bag and move to America, man. Like Lagos is so hot. Lagos is really so hot. And this one is sunny but so nice to the skin. Like I can feel it. Like my skin is beginning to just like as if it's being pampered. Look at the weather, man. Oh my god. And I'm like, hello Janice, hello Richard,
If I listen to this
Katambi, hi.
please don't forget to
Everybody,
give it thumbs up, share,
So,
share. So this
like, I'm just like, wow. Which kind of weather is this? Is this one spring? Is this spring or what? Yesterday it rained. Day before yesterday it rained. Today it's not raining, but I'm cold. And the cold is not that kind of cold. It's this kind of sweet cold, Like Belinda, you're cold? Really? Mary, hi. Titi Lola, hi. Glory, hello. So like I just if I'm a businessman, Nancy is a businesswoman. If not for business, if not that we are committed, like me, I go just pack my bag, they come here, man. If not for that, just move for 6 months. Just almost see weather. This weather is really mad. This weather is good. Hi Doris. Hello Messi. Hello Baker and Rita Dominion. Belinda, how are you? Delight, how are you? Tamara from Jamaica, how do you do? Montag, let me just be calling your names. Rita, hi. Olaide, hello. Oh, my face is glowing, Olaide. I can't. Is it not just 5 days? 5 days. We plan to stay 2 weeks, and 5 days I'm just glowing, and I'm just like, wow, look at it. It happened. Like my skin is different. It's not hot, even though you're under the sun, but it's just like calm. The skin is just feeling good, So I'm like, waiting this up. You are giving them food though. Lolekia will have content today. Me, I don't know who is Lolekia. You know me, I'm not into the saga thing. Lolekia is for Nancy and Korra. Me, I just don't know for that person. So, Adegbiti, hello, hi, Cole, Hini, Ezine, hello. So, see that weather, Then, Korra the ball, see where, even though maybe this is not the best place in LA, but it's also a good place. Look at the greenery, man. Can you see? How can I see greenery? Like, the air is different. The kind of oxygen that these plants release, and when you inhale the oxygen, it repairs your brain cells. Like the air is different. So I kind of like when I visited Texas about 10 years ago. The environment wasn't like this, but this is really different. And me, I could just leave Nancy, just the America. I'm just kidding. I can't leave business now. I can't leave my business to be in America because it cannot be compared. You can't compare the two. I've seen a lot of figures, and I'm not, in terms of figures, they are not the same for me. So yes, Korra needs family around. Yes, we've tried now, but we can't be with her 24/7. We've done the January because this is the off season, you know, for a trader or a business person. The best time to leave is beginning of the year when everything is just starting and the demands are low. So we just decided to just travel. Okay. Show us your way, masters. Nancy is a rare gem. Oh, really? Nancy de Kuko. Lol. Lolo Maduka. That name, Lolo. That name sounds familiar. Then, Favor. Enjoy yourself in LA. Wow, lovely. So happy you're enjoying your stay. Watching from South Africa. Wow. Mablenk. Nice to see you here. Decide, Ke. Oluchi. I can't decide. If I was to leave, I should have left 14 years ago in 2008. This man touched down in Texas. Single man. Even from airports, they toast me, sef. Or the lady that stamped me in gave me her number, you know. But as I just look am, I say I dey go back fatherland, you know. But it's all good. Ujoku Lili. Waki Ibuku. Are you from Ibuku? Are you from Ibuku? Say yes or no. That is where I'm from. Nice to see you, Maria. Nice to see everybody here. I'm just greeting you guys. Look at this. It's not Niger type. This code is not Hamatan. This code is different. Hamatan, Niger's own is when it's cold, it just dries you and makes you like Oponko. But this one is different. You're cold, but you're not dried out, and your body just feels that goodness. So it's good weather. It's good feeling. So guys, my brother is a businessman. We no feel live in LA. Tell that lady to close her eyes because I will follow my wife now to White House. Okay. Wow. Oh, your sister's hobby is from Ibuku. All right. So good. Ibuku is a good place now. Ibuku is the according to history of Igbo, Ibuku people claim that they are the origin of Igbo people. You know, that is the beginning of where Igbo culture or Igbo ancestry started, according to Tostan Shaw and those that discovered or found out about Igbo archaeological features. Okay, so let me leave that part. Welcome to California. Yeah, I have a friend that I'm going to see tomorrow. He's been my childhood friend. He lives in Sacramento, but he's coming over to see me. Maybe when he comes over, I'm going to show you the guy. I'm going to tell you people a little story about him. I actually helped him when he was about to drop out of high school. I kind of paid his WAEC and JAMB exams, and today I'm so happy that he's married. He's a manager in Pfizer, and he's a big guy. This is over 22 years after. Like, he told me the story yesterday when I called him with my wife, and I was just like, wow, it's good to be good. In 2002, when we finished secondary school, 2001 thereabouts, he dropped out of school, and I was the one that paid his WAEC. If you know what WAEC means, WAEC and JAMB, and that JAMB gave him the platform to go to the university. And after doing his university, he came to US, and today it's history. So every year he thanks and talks about it. And tomorrow I'm going to see him and his wife, and when he spoke to my wife about it yesterday, and I almost shed tears. And I'm like, wow. He said I'm the platform on which he came to. He's successful today. And I'm like, wow. I was just doing good to you. And so, honestly, God bless you. Yeah, you know. Then I was just out of high school. My parents were relatively well to do, and I actually invited him home, gave him all my textbooks. I gave him money for his West African Examination Council exams. Then after that, I gave him money for JAMB. In fact, I gave him his money to go to the university at that year, because I was already in the university, but he was not. His family could not afford it. So I'm trying to say that because some people are going to think that we are when people. Yes, I think we are pretty successful because I know my net worth and my family's net worth. I won't say it, but sometimes you need to help someone. I actually feel so good. I'm not a citizen of America, but my friend will be a citizen in a couple of months. And yesterday when I called him, my wife spoke to him for the second time, and he told my wife that Jatta gave me the platform on which I'm successful today. I'm a senior manager with Pfizer. There is Pfizer, pharmaceutical company. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I really felt so good. I've not seen him for the past 15 years. After then, even when he finished university and he wanted to write his project, I gave him about 40,000 naira and he did his project and some other things. Well, I'm trying to tell you guys that sometimes you just need to do good for the sake of humanity. You need to do good for someone. I'm going to see him tomorrow. When I see him tomorrow, I'm going to show his face, because in as much as he is going to honor me to fly down from Sacramento to come to this place to meet and greet my wife and I'm going to show his face to you guys, and I'm so happy. Like when I see Lopez, his name is Lopez, and when I see Tope Lopez, I feel happy that I did something for someone which 22, 23 years after, he's a beneficiary, he's a blessing to this world. So, you know, sometimes some people think giving is all about getting. I didn't give to ever get. I just gave to him. I could have just looked away. Then he approached a lot of people from our high school, and they turned him down. They told him that if he could afford a cell phone to call them, he should be able to use that to pay his tuition fees. But when he called me, I told my mom about him, and my mom actually gave me some money to give to him. And today, this guy finished from, was it not Ogun State University or UNAB, one of those schools. Then after that, he actually was a bricklayer going to school. Then he's not even from my tribe. He's a Yoruba guy. So some people think giving is about being tribal. He's not Igbo. I'm Igbo. Yes, these people in Nigeria understand what I'm saying. Sometimes you just do good for people because of humanity. And today this guy is blessed. He's married to a black American woman. He's in United States. He's doing his PhD right now. By the end of next year, he's going to be a doctor. But he might not have gotten this if I didn't reach out. No, he reached out to me. But if I didn't extend the hand of brotherhood to him, he might not have done that, because he used to be a bricklayer, struggling to feed his family. He was the first son. He was looking haggard. I used to give him my clothes. My mom still sells clothes. My mom used to sell clothes in Lagos Island, and then whenever my friend comes around, I just take half of my clothes, give to him, gave him all my textbooks for him to do his WAEC, gave him money. They were little, but it was something to me. And yesterday, when he called me, I had no idea that in 2023, Lopez will be in United States as a senior manager. Lopez had no hope. Like, he had little hope of being successful, because if he hadn't gone to the tertiary institution, most likely he might have ended up as a bricklayer. Final bus stop, honestly. And it's so good for me too. I feel so happy. Like, I'm a businessman. I know I'm cool. I'm getting fulfilled, but you know, I'm approaching this and I'm seeing this guy. Okay, he every time he calls me, he keeps talking about it. And my wife said, I've never met Lopez, so tomorrow I'm going to show you guys him. So, wow, Janice, yeah, God is rewarding, but most times people give because they're expecting to get. I think you should just give for the sake of humanity. You should give because you can put yourself in the shoe of the other person. You know, my dad didn't go to the tertiary institution. My dad just left school because of the Biafran war. There was a war that happened those days, and my dad did not go to the university. My dad just went to learn a trade. So when my dad tells the story about how he became successful and how he had to work so hard, when I see other people that didn't have the platform, I kind of empathize with them. I understand because I could see myself in their shoes. So this was what happened to Temitope Onowole Lopez. He's not online, but you will see his face tomorrow with his wife, and I couldn't help to be happier. At least, if there is one thing I've done for humanity, I lifted somebody. I lifted one. I'm saying it today because it's going to encourage someone out there. I did that. I finished my secondary school, my high school, 2001. I was the assistant head boy, more or less like the head boy. He was in my school. He dropped out when we were in SS1. He dropped out 2 years before we graduated. Then he reached out to several people. He told me the story. I reached out to others. They all turned him down. Then I just took him in, and today he's a big boy, you know. So life is so, like, is round. Life is you can't imagine what life could be. Okay, when you give, maybe I'm blessed because I see life from that angle. When you give to humanity, the universe returns. Even if you don't get material things, there's this serenity, the peace of mind that you get when you give to humanity. So in this 2023, I kind of think I want to encourage somebody out there. Be kind to humanity. Let me paint different scenario to you, okay? If you're there's this thing called house girl or house help, okay? If you're a married man or married woman and you employ or you have in your services a house help, do not treat them badly. Do not treat them like trash. Reach out to them. Make sure that you treat them like human. If your kids are taking ice cream, make sure your house help or your nanny or your maid is also being given ice cream. Do not treat people in you top to bottom relationship. Reach out, like, be kind to people. Okay? If you have a friend who is going through trial times, maybe your buddy, someone you finished, your work colleague, don't just be there for the good times. Oh, when it's time for you to just go and spend or relax. When they bring genuine causes to you, be there for them. Even if it's just for the humanity part. Even if it's to listen to them. If you don't have anything, just be human. Be there for other people. Don't be a user, okay? You may not really know. Sometimes these things are paid forward. It might not even be for you. It might be for your kids. This generation, we all live 70 years to 200, maybe 70 to 100 years, the average human. You might think, oh, you are the best. You are Otobatele. You are the richest. There's this song I listened to by Bob Dylan. You should be careful because if you say you've arrived, you might actually go down, or it might be that tomorrow you won't arrive. So you should live your life in such a way that if if you should remember that today you might be up there and tomorrow you might be down. So as you live your life, make sure that you live this life in a way that when you, on that day when you're closing your eye and you look back, you know, this life, you can have flashback. If some people are lucky to die on their sick bed and they have to reflect on what they've done, on that day when you look back, you will say, I've lived. Like, there's this joy that will come to your mind that you've actually lived. You did something for humanity. You helped someone. You lifted someone when they were downtrodden, when they had no hope. For me, I can count one person. I know I've done that a lot of things to several people, but this one person, he is successful today. He's a senior manager with Pfizer, and it gave me so much joy. Like, wow, Tokwe, you're a senior manager. Like when he was leaving Nigeria to work as a graduate assistant in Utah, University of Utah, he reached out to me, and I was like, wow, Tokwe, you're going to work for a professor at the University of Utah. And he kept telling me that I gave him the platform. I helped him with his senior WAEC. I gave him the jam. Without me, he wouldn't have got into the university. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even see you. I didn't even see today. He came to the United States 2018 with 0 kobo. I even contributed towards his flight money. Like, he had to ask a lot of people. I gave him like half, and other people gave him, because I wouldn't have to put myself in such position to be all the burden, but that was his dream. So, but he came here, he worked with the graduates as a graduate assistant. From there, he met someone, and he did so many courses. He enrolled for his master's, and today he's been 5 years in America and he's a senior manager. And that is the story. The story I'm trying to paint for you is that sometimes you might not remember or know what goodness you've done for someone, what it will help them to achieve in a long time to come. That has been 22 years ago, about 20 to 22 years ago. And it's so fulfilling for me. Yes, last night I slept and I thought about it, and I was like, oh my God, if heaven had more angels, I think I'm one of them. Maybe. Yes, I'm not yet in heaven, but I'm an angel. Because when you do good, you're going to know, me, I am an angel to that guy. And I didn't ask him for anything. I've never collected 1 kobo, 1 naira, $1 from him. But the acknowledgement, the appreciation he gives to me, he gave to my wife, told my wife the story, and reminded me the story. It was so fulfilling, and oh my God. So this is my story for today, okay? My story is that we should be human, okay? God bless you guys. So let me ask, where are you people watching from? Type. I'm speaking from LA, Los Angeles. So you guys, reply me where you're watching from, okay? Justina, go find something useful to do with your life. Oh, what did she say? Guys, good person. Yes, goodness is not mouth, though. Goodness is not you paying fat tithes and offering, and you have a house help, and every time you're molesting and beating your house help, whereas your own children, you treat them like queen and kings. Goodness is in being good. If your house help needs to go to primary school, make sure you enroll them in primary school, even if they are still doing your house help. Don't use underage people to work for you. Your own child is 12 years old and you bring home a 10-year-old child to be cleaning floors for you. This happens in Africa a lot. Don't do that. That is child abuse, number one. Then even apart from the law, you're not human. You're not human. You shouldn't use other people's children when you know they are really underage. Employ someone that is up to 18 and treat them like a human being. Okay? Then for those, I just painted Nigerian scenario. For those of you in the United States, you shouldn't just, those that have emigrated to America, if you get a call from home, back home, don't hiss and say, who is this person calling me? They're asking me for money. No, you're coming to America is not just for you. You're coming to England or Ireland or migrating to all these places. is for you to get a better life, but you can reach out. Okay? Like my younger brother lives in Canada. We have some extended family members whose parents are not doing well. My brother and my elder brother reached a conclusion that we are going to sponsor all of them for their masters. Some of my uncles are not doing so well, and their kids are just about to finish university in Nigeria. And myself, my younger brother who lives in Canada, and my elder brother, we decided that we are going to sponsor all of them to do their masters in a first world country. And after their masters, they would find their path. That is humanity. I'm telling you what humanity is. We could turn back. My own nuclear family, myself, we are 3. No, we are 4. I have a half sister. We've crossed the middle class in Nigeria, okay? But we have other extended family members who are just there. They are below the middle class. Some are even below the poverty line. So we reached out to their parents and told them, in as much as you have a child who is willing to get educated, we are going to sponsor the person after their university, and if they are serious, and help them cross the line, because education is the key. I believe in education. I believe even if you want to do business, if you want to be a dancer, if you want to do anything, make sure you get your education, get a first degree, then the rest should be history. After your first degree, you can think properly, you can dream, you can reason, you can know the numbers, you can understand arithmetic, you can understand mathematics, you can do things properly like a human being. Education is key. If you see people that tell you that in Nigeria they say this rubbish school is scam, those people don't have sense. They don't have IQ. First of all, get your first degree. No matter what, get your first degree, get your education, whether full-time or part-time. Then after that, the rest, your path will be clear. You can reason properly, you think like a human being, and you understand how things work. But if you don't have one of all these things, if you don't walk towards that path, you might not be able to think properly. There's a way the world works. There's cause and effect. There's something called cause and effect. What you sow, you will reap. If you put beans into the floor today, look at that floor over there. If I throw a seed of bean or corn, tomorrow it's going to grow like this tree. So that is the sowing part. If you sow, you're going to reap. If there's a cause, there's an effect. So I'm telling you this thing, whether you live in Africa, Nigeria, or United States, you shouldn't expect things without the sowing time. There's always a seed time before the harvest time. So you should understand, me, I'm an educator. When I finished secondary school, I was the best graduating student, okay? I was very brilliant. And I had my own path anyways. So I understood many of these things. I used to read a lot. I have so many books in my house about so many things, about money. In fact, I've read so many books about money that I understand money. Money doesn't just come from things out of the blues. Money, you have to walk towards money. You have to understand money. You shouldn't believe all this rubbish people say. Okay? School is not scam. School, the basic university education, helps you to think fine. You think like a fine gentleman and a gentle lady. When you get these things, you'll be able to have a clear path. If you have a dream, you can strike. Where there's no dream, where there's no vision, the people fail. So when you have this basic education, you can think and set goals and set milestones for yourself. And when you have these goals, you can achieve. Fine. Even if you don't have a university degree, if you have a polytechnic degree, if you have some other kind of education, it might be informal. Like there's something called apprenticeship in Igbo land. It doesn't have to be only university degree, but you must have a kind of education like formal or informal. Do not underestimate this education, okay? Yes, I put all my 7 kids through college, and you're right. I'm telling you guys the truth. education is important. If you don't educate your own, there's this book I read, The Jewish Phenomenon. It said, there's one thing I took out of the book. It said, take care of your own and they will take care of you. When you take care of your own, that is your family, the people you're responsible to, tomorrow, these people are going to be lifted out of burden. They are going to be a blessing to the extended family. So my pledge, I'm telling you my personal pledge with my brothers. And in fact, I championed it. I told them about it and they bought into the dreams. We have like more than 3 uncles that are not doing so well. So we drew the graph. If per adventure these people are left, we can look away. We don't owe them anything. We can look away, leave them. Their kids are going to end up with mediocre life. And we told them that in as much as any of them should go to school, that we are going to be there for them. So I'm just telling you guys today that you should be there for humanity. And this is all I'm going to say today, okay? So see you guys. I'll soon be off and talk to you maybe later today or tomorrow. All my 7 sons went to college. One of my sons make 1 million a year and now he reaches back and helps his family. Yes, Betty Bennett, this is the best. That was the best decision you took, okay? And I encourage all of you today to also look forward in this new year 2023. Make sure you take good decision and help your family. Have a good day and morning. Bye.